You know, we would have never thought in a million years we would get to this point. Over the past couple of days, we've been talking about the killer clowns rising up to deliver the clown like purge again this year. We talked about the killer clowns stalking your homes, according to the reports surfacing online over the past few days. And now we have an exclusive interview with one of the top chiefs of these killer clown posse. We got a chance to interview one of these clowns, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, we're going to go ahead and take you to the in depth, poignant interview right now with one of the top chiefs of the killer clown movement, Bobo the Clown. This is completely shocking.
And I can't believe it. We got a chance to talk to one of the clowns, the top chief clown, Bobo the Clown, on Instagram a couple of hours ago. We got a chance to ask him a couple of questions. He gave us some very in-depth answers. I got to tell you, some of the answers he gave us, though, allowed us to gain a new perspective when it comes to this stuff. One of the reasons why they're doing this, and that's the question: why exactly are they delivering this purge-like movement, a clown movement that they have instilled in society? Well, in this interview, they got a chance to answer that question in one particular answer, which we'll get to in just a few moments. But nonetheless, as you can see on your screen, it was stationed on Instagram under the account holder KillerClown_2021, in which we asked for the first question to kick off the interview was, quote, "We want to know, why are you guys wanting to come back? Why purge?" It replied back saying, quote, "It's simple. We want to prove our point. We want everyone to understand that we have been overlooked for the longest time. We've been viewed in society as freaks that can be pushed and tormented. We're sick of it. We want all clowns to rise up and stand together as one big group. That's what we want. We don't want society scaring us. We want to scare society. Oh boy, have the roles been reversed." We then asked, "But you guys are making this uglier than it needs to be. Why not try to give society a chance and let people help you?" He replied back saying, "Ha, you think we haven't tried? We've tried harder than ever before. But society keeps rejecting us. They have hit us, beat on us. They called us freaks, hit us with bats, threatened to suffocate us. So we got tired of it. This has been going on for decades. We're tired of all this treatment we are receiving. You would do the same if you were in our shoes, but you aren't. You don't know how it feels to be overlooked and rejected in society. You don't know how it feels to have the thought that the world hates you." We then said, "We can sympathize and understand you, but then all that goes away when you all start deliberately harming society emotionally and scarring the population. If you guys keep perceiving the world as hateful, then it really starts to shape that way." He then replied back saying, quote, "It's too late for us to look for any sympathy. It's too late for all of that. Now it's time we set our revenge. We enjoy it when people cry. We enjoy it when people get scared. We love it when people get scarred just by the looks of our faces. Clowns used to be a symbol of laughter and happiness, but we revolutionized it. We are now changing the definition of what a clown is all about. Us clowns are here to ensure we won't be fooled anymore. Us clowns are here to make sure that we do what we can to make society take us seriously. Every year we grow bigger and bigger. We get stronger and stronger. There will be a purge coming soon. Believe me on that." We then asked, "What exactly do you have in mind, then? Aren't you afraid of the repercussions that might potentially come about?" He surprisingly responded back saying, quote, "Afraid? You have it wrong. Don't get it twisted. We aren't afraid. It's you all who are afraid. And this is what we have in mind. We all are looking to spread around America, and soon in a few years, we'll spread around the whole world. That's our plan. As for the purge, that's what we want to do. Purge the world. But don't get it wrong. We aren't looking to harm anybody. Unless you harm us, we won't do anything. But we will freak you. We will stalk you. We will terrorize you mentally during the night times. We want society to feel the pain we've felt for decades. As for us worrying about repercussions, the question really is, are you all afraid about the repercussions you all might face? Because if anybody tries to do any funny business, we will fight back. We aren't afraid to fight back anymore. For years we haven't fought back. It was always the world having the last laugh. Isn't that ironic? It's you guys having the last laugh, not us. All that has changed. Now it's you all who are gonna have the last cry. if you know what I mean. We then said, well, I do know what you mean, but aside from that, how many people do you have on your side now? They said, we have thousands and thousands now on our side. You guys can't win this because you guys are fighting an ideology. You guys are fighting a psychological movement. And can you really win psychologically? If this was all physical, then that's debatable. But it's more than just physical. This is all within the mind, all through emotions. There are millions out there that feel rejected. There are millions out there that aren't accepted in society. It can take us all out, but eventually those who feel left out will join our movement, restarting everything again. Nobody can win this. We then asked, so why do you think it's important for you to reach to a global audience? The response was, it's very important because we want the world to know what it's like. All this world ever does is teach people to always accept and love others. But the world is false. They never accepted us. We want to prove to the world that what they preach is nothing but brainwashing. The world is teaching everyone that in a perfect world such as Earth, we all are accepted equally and loved no matter what. This world is living in a false reality. That's why it's up to us to prove that what they are saying is a lie. This world is a lie. We all want to prove to everyone that we have been left behind. Let me just stop right there. I gotta tell you, this has been very, very interesting because at the same time, at least for the longest time, at least personally for me, I didn't really think these clowns had any emotions. I believe these clowns were just doing it for the fun of things, but they truly have some sort of method, some sort of motivation and motive really to do all this. And they're being motivated, they're being fueled by the hate that they have. And that hate is getting stronger and stronger yearly, and that's one of the reasons why these clowns are not going to stop doing what they're doing. Anyhow, going back into the interview here, again, it's been quite disturbing, but we did ask the final question, and that said, quote, here's my final question. What do you want your legacy to be? And for the final time, he replied back saying, at the end of all this, I want everyone to understand that even those who are different than you should be accepted. And if not, then to group up and cause pain and mental torment to those who reject you. Scare them, mentally scar them if you have to. Do what it takes to send a message to those who look down upon you. Because you only have a few moments to prove to them that you mean business. For those out there reading this, watch out. This isn't over in the long run. Well, let's put this in perspective now. So we have some, answers when it comes to the killer clowns. Really over the past couple of years, over the past 5 years to be exact, a lot of people were thinking that these killer clowns were just crazed and that these killer clowns were looking to do this just for all fun and entertainment. But according to the conversation we have, now we have even more answers. They're doing this because they're feeling unwanted. They're doing this because it's the world rejecting them. That's one of the reasons why they're continuing to rise. And one thing that I found quite interesting is how he mentioned it's an ideology, how it's a psychological movement. And it really is if you think about it. Of course, everybody around the world can try to fight these clowns, but psychologically speaking, that thought process will still be lingering and perhaps never die. It can never be extinguished unless something is really going to be done about this. Can we truly live in a world where we can accept these clowns? That is the question. What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe. Thanks for joining us here tonight, a part of the Gaming Weekly. We'll see you next time.